So how important is it to pad a highline? What's the right way to do it? Are there wrong ways to do it? Check it out on this episode of How Not to Highline. Welcome to my garage, where we're going to discuss how important padding is, what types of padding there is, how to pad an anchor, and how to pad your webbing. And also, how not to pad. So how important is it to pad your highline? It's really important, very important. Do not misunderstand me. Pad your highline all the time from abrasion. Was that clear? On a more serious note, I want to just emphasize how important it is to pad your highline anchor from any abrasion, because it is the #1 risk of your highline failing, which could kill you. So now let's go over how to pad the anchor. One option is to use a tarp. It can cover a large surface area for your highline anchor, but it doesn't offer a lot of soft padding, and it has the potential of falling off the cliff. Another option is carpet. It's abrasion resistant on one side, yet soft on the other. If you have it all the way open, it can cover a large surface area. But if you want more padding, you can fold it in half. And if you want to get all the strands off the rock, you can fold it again, rolling it up, but be sure that it doesn't fall off the cliff. Excess rope and webbing can also be used. It's not ideal because it's difficult to get a wad of rope to stay where it's supposed to, and it could possibly damage the rope. Another option is a bag that you can fill with dirt or other soft gear. You set it underneath the anchor so it lifts all the strands up off the rock, and it can provide good padding right near the cliff edge. Be sure that it doesn't fall off the cliff. You can also use your empty backpack or haul bag. It provides a large surface area for your entire highline anchor, and it can easily be clipped to a bolt so it doesn't fall off the cliff. The problem is it doesn't always provide the softest padding, and it can easily be kicked out of the way. You can also damage your backpack or haul bag depending how you use it. Tree Pro can also be used. It can be kind of awkward to cover a large surface area with such a narrow tarp, but it can be used to pad specific areas. It can also be clipped to the anchor so it doesn't fall or move out of place. Velcro sleeves are a popular lightweight padding. They can be used for specific areas of abrasion, but don't really offer full anchor protection. Having a variety of lengths is handy, but be sure to know its limitations. If you put two together, you can cover fatter areas like this knot here. Oh no, I don't have any padding. Slide on over, bro! Caution on fully wrapped padded highlines. It may be padded well and the padding is less likely to fall off the cliff. However, this cannot be inspected, and highline anchors must be able to be inspected. If for some reason there's a value in keeping it wrapped like this, make sure it's easily unwrappable so it can be inspected periodically. We have shown you how to pad your anchor that extends past a cliff. The cliff in this example is the yellow level. But what do you do if the webbing itself is exposed to the cliff edge? It must be padded extremely well. Velcro sleeves are popular, but it is not enough. I don't recommend taking extra padding like this carpet to protect it. You don't want that line moving at all against the cliff, even if you duct taped your pillow on it. Rather, I would take my stuffed bag and move it to the cliff edge to make it the new static point. My bag is tied around the line to prevent it from moving and leaving me unprotected. I do this in addition to Velcro padding. You can't pad enough. Be aware of potential Velcro problems. 1, it can slide away from you where you need it. 2, it can be ripped off during a mainline failure. And 3, if someone tries to do a walk-off, it could cause them to slip on the Velcro and bash against the wall. But then so could a victory dance. So padding your highline is very important. Don't highline without protection or you could get an STD, snapped to your death. Make sure your padding doesn't cover your highline in such a way that you can't inspect it. Make sure your padding doesn't fall off the cliff or move from where it's protecting the highline. And make sure the padding would be there in case of a mainline failure. Since there is no perfect way to pad your highline, therefore, you shouldn't highline. How Not to Highline series is a guide for slackliners interested in transitioning into highlining. We are not here to spoon feed the right rigging techniques. We hope our lessons empower slackers to critically analyze any system that they may use. Risk awareness can keep people alive. Please don't rig your first highline without an expert. We have too many wonderful and generous people in this highlighting community to go risk your life after watching YouTube tutorials. Let's keep this sport safe. And remember, no system is perfect, therefore, you shouldn't highline. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.